Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean Fabulous Aura.
What's Scooby Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. Scooby Doo, the thrilling section to you. What's Scooby Doo?
No, who's the strange voice?
Rogers.
I wish I had a filter for that.
Rogers! Wake up! Like, yikes! You wake up sweating. You are laying in bed in an unfamiliar room. The shadows in the dark play tricks on your mind. Fred is sleeping in the bed next to you, snoring loudly. Everything comes back to you. The letter, the crash, the hotel. You didn't imagine that, did you? That voice. The howling. Scooby! I need to go check on him. I need to go check on him. I need to go check on him. You have to see how your buddy is doing, no matter how dark and terrifying it might be outside. There's probably nothing out there, anything. Like, right? In the pitch black forest at midnight. I need to work on my Shaggy voice when my throat isn't destroyed from Griff holding us hostage. I'm just saying, you tell your legs to move, but they don't agree with your plan. You can't bring yourself to blame them. Like, Fred, wake up, man. I think Scoob is in trouble. You shake him a bit, but Fred can't be awakened. He seems like he's deep asleep.
Gotcha.
He seems to be dreaming about his traps again.
All tied up. Yeah.
Oh! Startled by an ominous weird howl, you jump back to your bed. You're jumping at shadows. Scooby will be fine. It's like Fred said. He just, needs to grow a pair, right? You try to calm yourself, suddenly feeling heavy with the toll of the day's excitement. The thick blanket covering you and Fred snoring are both comforting.
Oh,
you
God.
fall asleep, and before you know it, morning has broken.
I wouldn't share a bed with Fred after seeing that.
That's one. Two.
I wouldn't be in this. I would have kicked Fred out of my hotel.
Morning.
You own the hotel, too. You couldn't just get a different room than him.
What is with Fred's eyes?
Oh, wow, those baby blues, though. Oh, my God.
I think he's possessed by the power of aura, because that seems like the aura I...
He's possessed by you?
Like, hey, Daphne. It's me, Fred. Like, your boyfriend, like your lover, and like a guy who totally is not acting out of character at all. Fred, are you okay? You seem kind of weird.
Like Daphne, I'm your boyfriend. Want a cyber?
Anyways, where are you going, man? We need to talk to Miss D about the mystery machine.
Like I'm going out. I can't shake the feeling that Scoob is in trouble. He'll
He's
be
been
okay.
disavowed.
He'll be just like, where's my breakfast, Raggy? Maybe he'll be angry with me for a bit, but once he sees the food I got for him, he'll try to eat his breakfast, then mine, and then...
Well,
like
It's turned into a horror.
It seems like Scooby Doo was attacked in the middle of the night.
Oh, Freddy, it's horrible.
Daphne throws herself into Fred's arms. He absently pats her head.
yes, they're there.
My van,
I'm
it's
going
ruined.
to beat the living... I have not hated anyone like I hate Fred right now. I want to beat him up so bad.
Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans!
I want to beat him up so bad that he wakes up Memoji.
That he wakes up, emoji. I mean, don't worry, man. I'm sure Scooby's okay.
Like...
Shaggy.
It seems like it was some kind of animal. Must have been quite strong to have ripped the door apart like that.
You don't
like,
say.
I should have been there. Sharp claws as well. Definitely an apex predator. Apex, you want to sponsor me? I said your name in a sentence like once. Predator of some kind. Probably thought of Scooby as an easy prey.
Aw.
Velma.
Oh, Shaggy, I'm sure Scooby is okay. I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, man. You know how this goes. It's always a disgruntled employee or a con artist or an insurance fraud. We'll catch the crook, free Scooby Doo, and maybe even impress beautiful Miss D in the process. Right, Shag?
Fred elbows your ribs in what he probably thinks is playful banter. It hurts.
He elbows it from like a mile away.
Like, stop it with that shit, you stupid jock. My friend is missing. Like, no, I can't say that. He's like, just trying to help. Listen. Fucking say it, Shaggy. Okay, I am your master. Shit talk Fred. It is okay. Like, I shit talk my friends all the time, and that's why I don't have any.
That is very much true.
You see, both of us YouTube video guys, we're just trapped in his basement, forced with mics up to our mouths. That's all that's happening right now.
I thought you were about to say Mike so far as is.
I haven't seen the sun in 15 days.
Maybe that's why your microphone quality, like, you and Harley's microphones are so bad.
Probably.
Just, they're hearing you through, like, all of your flesh.
Velma, what do we do now?
We comb the crime scene for clues, Fred. Shaggy can do it, right, guys? Like, I can do this. He is my friend. I have to do this.
Ooh, that determined face, though. Ellipses.
Good. Here, have this notepad. Write any clue you think it might... Write any clue you think it might be important on it.
Yes.
I think that sentence is broken because it's fucking.
I think it's
Write any.
I think it needs right after the important. It needs like a dash or something.
Write any clue you think might be important, or write down any clue you think might be important. That would probably be a lot easier off the tongue than that sentence, but that way you won't forget and you can later ask witnesses about them. That's how a proper investigator does it. You've been doing this how many years?
You've been 19 how many years, Shaggy?
Look what's on this box of Scooby Snacks.
What is it? MJ Scooby
The plant.
Snacks.
The plant.
No wonder they want the Scooby Snacks all the time.
They were just like, that's why the monster broke in. They wanted to get high.
That's all the reason was.
What can Scooby do? We're gonna follow you. We're gonna solve that mystery. Scooby Doo, we're coming after you. What can Scooby do?
A gooey green substance, I'm pretty sure that's just Fred's, can be found in different parts of the vehicle's
From his
interior.
infected candy penis. I mean, you saw it.
Sushi, you were saying?
And what is that thing?
Looks like some kind of residue.
Like a ghost ectoplasm? His
Where's
jizz?
the ghosts? There is no such thing as Ghost Shaggy. I've told you many times.
Hey, that we haven't found any doesn't mean they don't exist.
Fred's about to be a ghost. At least if this game ends with a happy ending, he'll be a ghost.
It ends with a happy ending.
Fred ends up getting arrested.
Fred just goes to jail. Okay. Well, I'm no expert, but it looks real enough to me. It could be a number of things. I'll take a sample for later.
Like semen, snot, anything really
Naughty
that comes.
semen.
Like some kind of sticky liquid. An animal's saliva?
Ew!
Velma uses a small stick to get a bit of the liquid on a test tube. She puts a small cork on it and looks at the stuff closely. Looks like it.
She didn't do that for the other liquid. She probably just licked it and was like, oh yeah.
It's a wet, coarse strand of black hair. Smells horrible.
It looks like gunshots.
Like it's not Scoob's. The contents of a box of Scooby Snacks litter the floor. Some of the delicious treats are half-eaten. Scooby Doo would have never left these here, unless he was running from something. It seems they came out of Daphne's secret stash.
Oh.
True enough, a part of the van's ceiling is ripped open, showing a small space where the box must have been before falling. Like, do you think Scooby found them? Or they just dropped from their shelf during the attack? Both sound plausible. You absent-mindedly get one in your mouth and start munching. Damn it, Scoob, what frightened you so much? And then just claw marks. Velma wasn't lying. Some kind of huge animal must have done this. Like maybe a bear or a mountain lion.
I think it's Wolverine. It has 3 claws. So, what have we learned?
Wolverine. Sorry, Shaggy. We needed Scooby for help facing trouble with the Avengers.
It's mutants versus the rest of the world.
We had to take down the Marvel zombie universe.
Yeah, because fuck those guys.
Marvel universe versus Deadpool. Let's go. Like nothing. That's what. And Scooby's lost. Who knows where? We do know Scooby was taken, Shaggy, or left in a hurry. We know a big animal of some kind attacked him. We haven't found any blood, so that's a good sign. If this was like an actual like Scooby Doo thing, like Scooby would have ran in the house to Shaggy like immediately.
Or
Okay.
screamed really loud, you know.
Hey, you were right, though. Come on, sweetie. You won't help Scooby like that now, will you?
Like, okay, you're right. Now let's see what Miss Damona can tell us about the place.
I can't believe it.
You can imagine how terrible it is for Miss Damona.
For us,
It is
Miss
for
Damona.
us, Mr. Ramona.
Mr. Ramona. Yes, that is her. That is clearly Mr. Ramona.
Add two to the tally, actually. Luckily, this is what we do, Miss D. We are mystery investigators. We just have to follow our noses, and we'll find our friend in no time.
Of course, we could use your collaboration.
Oh yes, anything I can do to help. Don't hesitate.
I'm sure you can, Miss Damona. Could we actually ask you a few questions about the hotel and its surroundings?
Imagine Miss Damona is actually a werewolf.
Well, as you know, the hotel was Harry's. We opened it as a way to finance your uncle's experiments.
She looks at you with those black, intense eyes. Her eyes are green. You struggle to keep yours at level with hers.
No university wanted to fund his investigation, no matter how much evidence he presented to him, no matter the results he got. He said they just couldn't imagine how revolutionary his study was, how it could radically change the way we live. In the end, we gave up trying to impress those bloated fools, as Harry put it, and bought the hotel. With the means for Harry to keep working, he was himself for a while.
So, like, what was he investigating then?
That I never really understood. It was far too complicated for me. I just wanted to see him happy again and to be with him. Aww.
Oh, she definitely fucked him.
Ellipses, I'm so sorry to ask this, but how did he die?
I think all of our voices are croaked from the 3-hour recording.
Don't look back, you may find another clue. The Scooby Snacks will be waiting here for you.
Like, my throat is starting to hurt, like, really bad.
He left one. It's supposed to be on. He left on one of his expeditions and never came back.
Like, what? Like, that sure sounds like him.
Yes, that's all very interesting, but what about this creature? Is there something in these woods that could have ripped our mystery machine apart like that?
Something with black hair?
Well, I suppose a bear might have. Maybe a warthog. The woods are pretty dangerous.
And you left Scooby out there!
I take sleeping pills and never go during the day. I actually rarely get out from the building at all these days. Mr. Cook might know more about this. He's always going on about terrible beasts and huge animals. Oh, but now I feel just dreadful about not letting your friend sleep inside. If he had been in the hotel.
It like, wasn't your fault, Miss Damona.
We understand, Miss Damona. You are only protecting your guests.
About the guests, would you mind if we talked with them about last night?
Not at all. They'll be delighted to help, I'm sure. They're all fucking crazy.
Thank you. Okay, guys, let's split up and see what they can tell us.
What? And yeah, let's do that.
And yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can we go together, Freddy?
Oh, fuck.
Now you...
Sure thing, babe.
Let's all meet in your room later, guys. Like our
I
room.
go with the flow. Vel, what the?
After a week of sharing the van with the lot of you, we finally have a room for us girls. I intend to keep it clean of your messy business.
Oh, I can give you some messy bit.
Bam! Jessica Rabbit comes from behind him and stuffs him in the back of a car. Anyway, like, we get it, Velm. We'll meet in our room. See you guys later.
Ellipses.
Well, like, here goes nothing. Okay, so now we can select where to go. All right, where can we go upstairs?
And where's Fred's room?
Okay, the exit?
Oh!
Who the hell?
Wow!
Where the fuck am I?
Oh, wow!
Okay, the cook is in an almost frightening sight, hacking away at vaguely identifiable ingredients with a huge knife.
You see?
It could be plastic, you know?
Yes, I'm very sure that's
Like,
what it
I
is.
need to see if he can help make sense of what happened to my pal.
Okay.
Your nose. That's the first question.
Your nose. Like, I'm sorry to ask, man, but like, how did you lose your nose? Arg, that's a mighty tale, my lad. Not sure if I want to tell it. Well, it's okay, man. You don't have to. Oh, blast it. Since you insist, I'll tell ye the story then. Hey, it was back when I was but a baby, feeling the call of the sea. Aye, it was back when I was but a boy, feeling the sea of the wind. Oh, you're, like, going to? Okay. I was so different back then, you see. So full of hope. The huge cook. I thought that said something else for a second. Sushi, you dead?
No.
You sound dead. As in you're not talking.
Nah.
What will Scooby do? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve that mystery. A Scooby Doo, the coming back to you. What will Scooby do?
It looks like he's about to cry. It's an incredibly unsettling sight. We can, like, talk another time, man. It's okay. Aye, much obliged, me lad.
Okay, the guests.
Yes. Hey, like, do you know if any of the guests have a dog allergy? Are you saying a guest got sick? Because those old bastards can't pin it on me. The knife he's holding and chopping stuff with rages dangerously and points at you. I serve the same grub every week. If you have something against it, they can suck my... What? No, like, I didn't mean food. Oh, then no, not that I know of. Howling?
Alright.
Like, sir, did you hear the howling last night? My friend has disappeared. The cook stops cutting the vegetables, at least you hope they are, on the table and falls silent, and eyes bulging out from their sockets.
Ugh.
Listen to me. His eye went blue. There's clearly something happening.
Yes.
He's really sounds.
Listen to me.
Good.
Listen to me, Sonny. Never go to the forest. There be beasts around those dark woods. But like beasts? Ever. Like, okay, man, I won't. Harry Rogers. Like, did you know my uncle? Ouch, no, me lad. I was hired just after he left, so I never met him. The town. So how's the town nearby like? Aw, how would I know? I never get out of here. Haven't met many people from there either, on account of no townie being allowed as a guest here, you know. Something to do
Why
with
is
them
that?
being half daft or something. I have a feeling Miss D don't like them much. But you haven't heard it from me, you hear? Like, sure, man. Goodbye. Don't go to the woods.
You fucking hippie.
Let's talk to the old bitch. A frail-looking woman takes sips from a cocktail glass in a corner of the dining room. One of the guests, probably. Like, hello there, ma'am. She slowly raises her head and focuses her eyes on you. They are milky and a bit disturbing, but she smiles warmly to your greeting.
Probably from all the massive amounts of opioids next to her.
Sushi, this is your character.
young man.
Nah, Sushi can read this.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh, hello, young man. My, aren't you a tall one?
Oh, fuck.
Like, thanks, ma'am.
So skinny, too. There really aren't any good men left in the world, are they? Such a shame. A good stocky hunk is what a lady craves for.
She takes another sip and smiles at you. Well, let's see if she can be helpful at all. Herself. So, like, how long have you been a guest at the hotel for?
Well, that's so nice of you. You wouldn't say it now, but I was a beautiful woman when I was younger.
You're a woman?
I did my part too, mind you.
That's
Used
messed
to
up.
sing to injured soldiers during the war. Some of them were so handsome, unlike men today.
I think you'd really like Bob. Confusion wears off when you realize she is deaf as a bat. I asked for how long you've been a guest at the hotel.
Oh, yes, I love the hotel and everyone in it. It's so fun here, don't you think?
Looking around, you don't really see much to be entertained with. Maybe it's different when you are older. Seeing you don't answer, the Duchess starts rummaging through her purse and produces a pill bottle. Now that you realize there are several like...
20 next to her.
I mean, when you're old, you have to take a lot of medicine. Now that you realize there are several like it on a little tray next to the table, all empty, like discarded
tray.
shells. Those are all empty.
Mint, dear?
No thanks. She pours 2 pills in her cocktail glass and smiles with a cheeky grin while she mixes the dangerous combination with twirls of her wrist.
So much fun.
I can see why it's fun here now. Because she can't see how it actually looks.
Howling. So, like, did you hear anything unusual last night?
Oh no, I don't dine out anymore. You see, go to bed early these days. I used to go to such parties. There was laughter and song and dancing.
And fucking.
When isn't there always fucking? She trails on. She didn't hear anything, it seems. Harry Rogers. Ma'am, did you know the previous owner?
Owner? You mean Miss Damona? Such an elegant woman, isn't she? I still try, even if I'm not that young anymore.
Whoa.
She stares at you, a weird smile that's very hard to read in her wrinkly face. After an awkward pause, you realize she's expecting a compliment. Yeah, I mean, like, that's a nice collar, I guess.
It's real pearls, you know. A present from the Earl of Breathfordshire.
You've already gotten what the conversation was even about, or you already forgotten. Goodbye.
Of course, always a pleasure, young man.
Can I talk to should I talk to him?
Talk to Bob.
So is there, like, any... Sure, no, you were working. I understand, big guy.
Ellipses.
He looks satisfied with that. Jeez, I guess I can only talk to him with him on the reception. Big guy takes his silent barman job very seriously. Anything else in the kitchen? Nope.
Goodbye.
Oh, what's this way? To the library? To
Damona's room.
Let's do the library first.
Who the fuck?
Is that Santa Claus?
I know.
Who is the bust of? Is that
Santa Claus in his younger years.
Is that my uncle?
Is that Pee Wee Herman?
Did you hear he got arrested for jerking off in a movie theater? Is that Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman.
Yes, that was him.
I mean, if you're in a porn theater and you're not jacking off, are you even really a man?
Let's not get into the semantics of that.
A really ancient-looking man is asleep on a sofa near the chimney of the huge library. He snores like a rhinoceros with a throat infection. I should, like, let him rest. Maybe I could talk to him another time. Okay, so we can go to Damona's room now. You approach the manager's room, big doors, and as you do, they start opening. Damona's voice comes from within.
Oh, it's you. Please come in.
I'm just now realizing that painting repeats itself.
Yeah, it is.
She is sitting in her sofa with her long legs crossed. She has a sensual air around her that makes your throat dry. She signals you towards an antique, expensive-looking chair. You sit on it feeling out of place.
Drink. Cigar.
Should I? Like, yes, please. I'll have a whiskey. No rocks. Make that cigar a Habano, won't you, doll? Yeah, I better not. Like, I don't drink. Like, I do smoke a bit, but that's just to relax, man. Pothead. No thanks, Miss Damona.
Well, you'll forgive me for having a cup of wine myself, then.
I don't know if you... Like, this is just like the Camp Pinewood. It's unnerving with just the dead air behind everyone's voice.
With all that's been happening, it helps to calm me down.
The pleasant scent of her perfume surrounds you. It's strong, pungent, but not overwhelming at all.
Before we start with your questioning, Mr. Rogers, could I maybe call you by your name?
Like, sure you can, miss.
Which is?
It's, like, actually Norville, ma'am, but everyone calls me Shaggy.
Okay, Mr. Rogers.
She doesn't like either of those.
I have reached Jake, the town's mechanic, so he can fix your vehicle. He'll be with us tomorrow morning.
Like, that is great news, I guess. Still, like, I was wondering about what happened last night.
Terrible, I know. Rest assured, my staff know they need to help with your investigation in any way they can.
They're my staff, bitch. You're fired. Fucking Yzma. That's Yzma! That is 100% Yzma. I knew something about her seemed familiar.
We all want that horrible monster finally caught, don't we?
Like, monster?
Oh my, I fear I've said too much.
Like, you mean there's a real monster?
I'm sorry for keeping it a secret before, but how could anyone ever believe me?
Like, oh, I believe you, Miss Damona. Like, that must have been what the howling was. Your words are interrupted as Miss Damona throws her arms around you and sobs, her perfect pale hands clinging desperately to your t-shirt.
Oh, Mr. Rogers, you have no idea how relieved hearing that makes me feel.
Her ample chest is pressed tightly against yours. You pray to no one in particular that you don't get a boner.
There was talk amongst the townsfolk about a terrible creature haunting the woods around the hotel, Mr. Rogers. but I never believed it until I started hearing it myself. Wails so vile and terrible that all the villagers are now scared of coming here. And still, I hope that they weren't more than the superstitious ramblings of peasants, but now...
now...
It's coming nearer and nearer to the hotel. I can hear it every night, breathing and scratching the walls.
Like what?
I fear for my safety, Mr. Rogers. The villagers, they claim the same creature was the one responsible for the fire that burnt half of the town to ashes. But that was more than 100 years ago. I don't know what to believe anymore. I feel like I'm going crazy.
Ooh, dun, dun, dun. I don't know why I went into the Ben 10 themes. I was trying to be spooky, but it was just not a cappella. Her unusual strength and composure gone, your heart melts at her imploring eyes. Like, oh no. Like, please don't worry, Miss Damona. Like, we're on the job now. We always solve the case. Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, Mr. Rogers. When your uncle left me, I was suddenly alone with a ruined building. After years, I barely managed to turn it into a profitable business. And now this?
I'm just saying, but...
What?
What's the Mr. Rogers part just sounds wrong to me for some reason.
Because you think of Mr. Rogers as the... Can you and your friends find it in your heart to help me?
Like, we'll get to the bottom of this, I swear.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
The crying woman buries her face in your chest, and inside your heart skips a beat. This idea that this classy, sensual woman is touching you needs your help, it's just too much, man.
Oh, but here I am telling you all my problems when your friend is missing because of me. You must think I deserve everything that's happening, don't you?
Like, of course not, Miss D. It was me who left my pal Scoob alone. Don't feel bad.
You also feel responsible?
I think that's the natural thing to do, feel responsible when you've had a hand in a Scooby Doo being murdered. So, you know,
generally speaking,
like, I feel like you should. You don't know if he's like, he's clearly alive. I don't think, unless they would kill someone in this hentai game, that'd be kind of fucked
if
up.
If anybody, it would be Fred.
Fred just killed Scooby. What the fuck is wrong with you? That is a horrible picture to put in my head. I don't want to think about that. Because
no, I mean Fred being killed, not Scooby.
Well, oh, okay. I was about to say, like, Fred's fuck, man. Like, he's a bit.
Fred's a not a killer.
he needs to die.
Oh, fuck me. Then it's decided. It's my obligation to repay you somehow, and I know just the way.
Silently, Miss Damona moves away from you, leaving only her heat behind. She produces a jar from somewhere, opens it, and gets some of the green-colored content out, using her slender fingers.
This is an old family oil massage recipe. Take your shirt off and turn around, please.
I thought it was gonna be weed. I thought we were about
to get oil.
I thought we were about to get... Ooh boy! I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me!
Yeah, Mr. Meeseeks.
You want to argue. You just want to say it isn't necessary. But it seems this would help her atone in some way. Like, I guess. I mean, you are going through puberty at the age of 19, Shaggy, so...
Your balls are finally dropping.
You take your shirt off and turn around.
Oh god, Shaggy's ripped.
Ripped for her pleasure.
Na 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 na. What do you do?
Almost immediately, you feel her arms around you. Her hands on your chest instead of on your back. This is just a friendly massage, people. Friendly massage.
No wonder the old lady was so attracted to him.
The old woman said like men weren't good and wasn't attracted to Shaggy.
No, she was attracted to him. If you go back,
no,
and look
she
at her.
wasn't. She did not give that vibe off to me at all. She gave the opposite. Miss D.
Shh. Don't worry. Just relax and let the oil do the work.
But, like, it's not the oil you were worried about. It's the way her hands seem to be exploring every crevice of your body. I mean, when you're as ripped as Shaggy.
God.
Damn. I think he's been on the Marvel diet. That and the distinct feeling of Damona's boobs pressing against your back.
Relax.
Like Miss D.I.
Oh, shit.
Her hands go lower. Her hands go lower still. You are feeling strangely relaxed. In fact, you are feeling better than you've been since Scooby! The thought of your friend in danger breaks the trance. You hurriedly grab your green t-shirt and put it on.
Wait a minute, I just realized it's the same green goo.
Oh, you now realize that.
I'm just now realizing that too. I didn't notice. Oh, it wasn't a monster attack. The lady just seduced Scooby. and now Scooby is her BDSM dog?
Oh, shit. Then where did the claw marks come from?
Oh,
she's probably a vampire or something.
A werewolf.
No, she's a dominatrix.
She's a dominatrix.
She has one of those 3-ended whips, and that's actually what it was.
Even scarier.
And she has the black hair that was left behind.
Yeah, I realized that early
sorry,
on.
Miss D, this feels great and all, but my pal needs me. I have to go.
Oh, of course. I understand. I'm sorry to have kept you. Just don't hesitate to visit me again if you're feeling stressed.
Well, I will, Miss Damona. I promise.
Bet you fucking would.
After she thanks you again, you hastily say your goodbyes and leave the hostess room with renewed purpose. Man, I was so nervous in there. Did I even, ask any of the questions I had for her? That's enough for today. I guess I should see if the guys were luckier than me and got some clues. Not that my day wasn't interesting. Miss D sure is an amazing woman, and so brave to have kept the hotel running after my uncle left, too. If only I could be a bit more like her. But you are not, Shag. You are just a coward. I get scared so easily. I know I need to be brave like for Scooby Doo, but I just can't control it. If only, I was more like the guys. They try to be nice about it. Make light of it. At least the girls do. But, sometimes that only makes it worse. So what did I learn? Let's check my notes.
The creature. Nothing.
So not much. I better go through every clue I found before I talk to the guys. The creature? Oh my god, that's a lot of clues! Claw marks. I found claw marks all over the mystery machine. Ripped the interior to shreds. I hope Scooby is alive. Okay. I hope he is alive, okay? Okay. Half-eaten Scooby Snacks. Scooby was eating when the creature attacked him. That or the creature took a bite off our Scooby Snacks. I found a lot of tar black spiky hair in the mystery machine. More like quills than hair. Really, they probably belong to whatever horrifying creature took Scooby's saliva, disgusting stuff found all over the mystery machine the night of Scooby-Doo's appearance. It might be Scooby-Doo's saliva.
Probably.
Again, Scooby's just a BDSM dog now. It's fine. There was some kind of sludge dripping on the walls of the mystery machine. No idea what it is, but Velma took a sample. She may have more info on it later on. Big fire in town. It seems there was a huge fire in the town near the hotel at some point. I wonder if I can find more information about it. People from the nearby town are apparently not allowed to rent a room at the hotel. What a weird rule to have.
That is a weird rule.
Strange animal-like noises are being heard from the woods near the hotel. Spooky. There's a town near the hotel. We haven't seen any signs, though. Weird. Uncle Harry, a genius? As a child, I saw him as the coolest man ever, but it's hard to believe someone related to me was that much of a big deal. It seems not everyone felt like he was that smart, so we have that in common. The hotel cook has no nose. Maybe I should ask him about it, how he lost it. We've already asked. Miss Damona doesn't allow dogs in the hotel. Something about one of the guests being allergic? Alright, hey, wait a minute. Didn't she say the villagers? She just said villagers are scared to come here, but according to the cook, Damona is the one who, doesn't want them in. That's odd. I better write it down so I don't forget about it. I definitely have to tell the others about the creature in the woods, too. Oh, Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Yeah, they said it.
Thank you for playing.
And that was the end of version 0.01. And I think we can go anywhere now, but, that was the end of this.
It's not gonna do much of anything.
Yeah, I think so, right?
I'm very interested to see how where this goes, to be honest.
Because they're also working on Ben X Slave, so I don't know how fast the progress of this is, because Ben X Slave gets updated every 6 months. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed Scooby-Doo, what is it called again?
The Mystery of Shagworth or something?
I hope you guys enjoyed the Mystery of Shagworthy's Legacy. I just realized his name is Shagworthy. I'm pretty sure, I'm Shagworthy. Miss Damona. I think Fred is not Shagworthy and should be put in a hole. Like, not buried alive or dead per se. Like, he, like, just stuck. Like, you know how they, like, at the beach with just a head sticking out?
Perpetually stuck.
Well, I mean, Fred likes traps, so perfect.
He'll just get a hard on.
Get off to it.
Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a comment down below, like, maybe subscribe and hit the bell icon. Check out Sushi and Kurodad in the description. You know?
Yes.
Kurudad, Kuro Unknown, Unknown Herald,
All those
Coronavirus.
things. Yes. No!
Anyway, guys, my name's Aura. Stay fabulous.
I thought you would have forgotten about the Corona thing.
Before we end the video, I'd just like to give a huge shout out and personal thank you to some of my patrons. Again, huge shout out and thank you to Deadman, Thickboy Hobo, Homero Aguilar. If I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. Please let me know. I had to look it up. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, please let me know. Thank you, Jerry Sparks, Henry Kulhoff, Jonty Joestar, Spaghetti O Dick, Roy, Matt Eason, Randy Adair, Joe Grizzly 19, and Siphios. Thank you guys so much for your support. You have no idea how much it means to me. Anyway, I think Kari has a few words she'd like to say.
What's up, guys? Kari here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, check out our previous video here. Or if you'd like to support the channel, check out our Patreon here. There's also a video that was picked up by YouTube just for you. And lastly, you can click here to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Peace off!